Hey guys, what's going on?
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what
Hey
he
Sean,
did
hey
with
Link.
them?
Hey Robbie.
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt, you gave me quite a start.
But nay, the mage, he says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? What's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Bet the old witch who lived here left you.
AFK glitch? Oh wow, really?
Look.
Very much so.
How does that even work? Hey Pope. Keep respawning in and building up XP. Hmm. It would work.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre.
Gotcha.
So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course. Provided you take my magic lamp with you, I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you.
Oh,
It
good.
might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that's
All right.
Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Phi Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
What the? Oh. Going the wrong way.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to know.
If you guys don't see me talking much, sorry. Probably gonna be more chill stream than usual.
Who will protect
Oh,
us
there's
from the cutthroats? Who I
can
asked
challenge somebody in
will
Gwent over
make
here.
me dully.
I asked her, how do I get my lush to use this?
Ruffians to it, sir.
We shouldn't. We can't lose hope. Did it? Next day, he traded it for a jug of...
Build your boats in Pinewood?
Course not. Wench dragged me some pine so I'd make her a cradle.
Boat business not booming?
Not well at all. Ain't no fish.
Heard you're a good boatwright, and an even better card player.
You wanna play?
Always ready for a round.
Crickets.
Well, the game isn't that
We're
hard.
on hold.
Hmm. Hmm. Gotcha. Crap. I actually got both of the, well, both of the new ones, or newish ones. I got the broadside and I got the other one as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I lost this one.
Ye lost, but you needn't get your breeches in a bun. You can try to win. You again.
Come on.
Up for
Why not?
I can do this.
always ready for a round.
Freak of nature.
If I get inundated again, if I lose again, I'll probably just skip it for now. Wait until I get some better cards. Hmm. Oh, really? I actually never played the first one. I played Arkham City and Arkham Knight. Huh. You bastard. Give me this. And he did it again. Man. Yep, I lost.
Ye lost, but you need
Yeah, I need better cards.
Things from my nose.
Oh. Wait, I just realized this boat is...
It matter where the grub's from?
my boat is clipping into this guy.
Feet under the birches. Why do you have to hide it here?
How's this gonna work? God.
Ye seek trouble? Don't. It will point.
Did I just hear a Pokemon reference? Did I just hear the guy say, "Ye seek
Where'd you come from?
trouble, will make it double"?
Got a lump of bread today.
It matter where the grub's from? Long's the bowl's full.
I could have sworn that's what I heard. Oh well.
Geralt, can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
Yay.
Geralt, are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
Mm-hmm.
What now, you piece of filth?
Come on. Ow. Uh-oh. Ow. Forgot that with monsters is there's no point in parrying. You just gotta dodge. 2K monitored? Right on. Man, I'm seeing like a lot of like advertisements about OLED monitors, and so far ones I've seen in person at least, they look really, really nice, but meh. That's a long time from now. I mean, my TV is old, is like a 2013, and it's still, you know, it works fine. No point.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie. Millie, what's with you?
I don't know. So, burn it. Ah.
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't leave me.
Hey, Deacon.
Wonder what led them here. Hunger or greed?
I am not rich. I'll say that I have more disposable income. For sure. But I wouldn't call myself rich.
This place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on...
You're Geralt Strong. You needn't be so detailed.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Well, I mean, Science Geek, I mean, if you can't stop in the middle of a war zone or a massive battle to decide the fate of reality to play Gwent, then what kind of game is it?
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and the daughter. To the top!
Blood. Many must have died here.
Spooky.
Rich folk.
Oh, wait.
Rich folk.
Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for him. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
So, if we can understand, people were starving from the war. The nobles on the island isolated themselves. And that resentment caused them to attack the island.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who? Who are you?
Well done. I will say this is so freaking dangerous. Like this empty pit. Like I don't want to call it OSHA or anything. But I feel like this is an extreme hazard to people. That your sleeping quarters is right next to a 2-story drop. I did miss it there.
Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me.
I did.
I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Hey, Fairy Dust. I'm sorry. I missed you in the Twitch chat. I just looked over there in the corner. How many times have I played Witcher 3? This is probably
Don't be
oh
afraid.
man, probably my
I wanna lift the curse that grips this
fourth.
island. Your turn to tell me who you are.
I played a fair amount of times, I'll admit.
You couldn't see me.
Probably about 4 times now.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No!
Oh wow.
To rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves
It was
away here to
horrible for
laugh
only
at
using
their
a silver sword.
misery.
Me,
Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Okay, this is actually pretty messed up when you think about it.
What happened then?
Fear. Terrible fear. I feared the men who approached, but I also feared the potion, drinking it.
Didn't trust the mate.
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Did they?
They gripped my arms.
Poisoned.
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't...
They were everywhere.
Uh.
All over me like insects. My face, They tore me up. Have I not suffered enough?
Ugh, what a way to go.
Leave this place!
Can you talk?
No, I'm alone here. You did...
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, God. How can I help?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it.
And your beloved?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving. Your
No, a poor fisherman. My father. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you could be right.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment...
I know what not to do here, and I know what to do here.
Loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Nope. I know what happened when I said okay. That was not the right choice.
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
Only Zool.
I think you're lying. Question is...
Stop! I will not hear it.
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
Please. Will you bring...
Annabelle, listen.
You never wish to help me, and here I have someone would finally take pity on me. Stupid.
Uh-oh.
Yourself?
Had to fight a pester.
A pester? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Origin, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
You know, I should start wearing this, I should start actually wearing this, hoodie for calibrating my camera. Because well, at least in this monitor, it looks like a light blue, but it's actually like a nasty, like, I don't want to say sea green, more teal. I gotta fix that.
Talk.
You deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me as soon as I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
Remember, I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
She was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault.
Gods, what have I... I didn't notice she was alive.
If you'd stayed on the island...
I'd take death over... There's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there? In the tower? Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I ran, abandoned her.
Yes, go to the tower, talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
I thought she died. I'd never left her there otherwise.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to
Ha!
break evil
Kiss.
On one
So he's got to kiss,
kiss from someone who's...
I gotta kiss that.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go to the tower.
I've waited long enough for revenge. And now he comes to us.
Don't be afraid. You'll be fine.
Last I came through here, I still hoped Annabelle and me weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead. It's my fault. If only I'd been able to protect her.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
It's terrifying here. It's too quiet.
Chop, chop. Speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
Hey, what's up, Damien?
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't you It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. Kiss me.
Graham, careful.
All right, avert your eyes for the faint of heart.
At last.
The curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited. Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
just when I was starting to miss you.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you? Did you mention there was a pester involved?
He knew the risks, but he'd also heard lots of stories about true love, whose kiss can break any spell. Can't help thinking that gave him courage.
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in peace. But Graham's dead.
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than some suppose.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small thing you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid, this too the Pella knows.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Wait, I hate it when it automatically sends me back to the main quest. I know, right? I didn't realize these were bandits. I was... Hello.
Shut up and fight.
Ow.
We'll flail your skin off. Kill him! Strip him!
Wide, heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon. Drowners and the water hag. My favorites.
Oh, I think that's why I failed that quest. Oops. Ah!
Drowners and the water hag. My favorites. Heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon. Veered off the road at high speed. Doesn't bode well. Merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way way that was gonna end well. Leftovers, cuts of meat, cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. A dry red from Zubaran, southern slope. Notes of black currant and citrus. Pains the heart. Package still intact. Don't sense anything magic though. You know how Kira looks from this one. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it. Waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
That silver.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Color me.
Okay, here we go.
Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh boy.
Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt. Became Vin Cathel.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66%
Spoilers, JDX.
chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on?
So where'd it go?
You know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. The zoo...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother. I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent...
All right, I'm making sure I got the scene changer up and ready.
And dinner?
Don't want to get canceled by YouTube.
Sounds tempting.
Before we go...
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not?
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there. Dishes.
Yeah. Well, no. The one time, actually, no. I don't know if you guys even know this, because it was like in 2021. Yeah. When I played the first Mass Effect, during that romance scene, YouTube actually stopped my stream and cut me off for allegedly displaying explicit content.
Come on.
Whoa, Cinderella. You'll have a great fall.
As fast as you can. Try to catch me.
It was around, I think I was playing it around April or like May or June 2021.
Excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Could have just told me what this was about right up.
Geralt, run to the woods and fetch my shopping. I'd like to make dinner. Well, would you have helped?
If I'd known I'd get a glass of...
Twitch does, right? But not YouTube.
Well, never took you for a wine
Or...
Witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones.
Or I think, what can they do?
Well,
I forget,
on empty stomachs. Let's dig
what do they do? It's,
Fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please.
I mean, you could self-review, or you can, like, you know, self-review your content to let people know, like, okay, this is for, but what you can do is, like, you could say, like, no, this content is not for kids, which I do put in there, but all that does is just delineate between, like, the little kids content, like, freaking, you know, reruns of, I don't know. I forget.
Right.
I forget. Whatever. Think of whatever cringy kids show that's on YouTube a lot. Difference between that and what normal regular YouTube. Peppa Pig. There we go. If you click on the button, what happens is that your content
happened on that
I can't remember if it says your content is no longer monetized. I think it's still monetized,
Sincerely hope you burnt everything.
but it's not like
Corpses, the papers.
based on like algorithm. The ads aren't algorithm based. It's weird. But no, if I put in, okay, this has sexual content, YouTube's like, no, you can't. Or may have some kind of explicit content. YouTube's like, no, not even once.
Why are you even interested?
Because I grasped the importance of the studies conducted there. In the wrong hands, the findings could do immense harm. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during...
But even on Twitch, the thing is, even on Twitch, you can't show actually explicit content.
So?
It's just that you can, as you know, Deacon, if you mark your stuff as 18 plus, before any viewer can watch it, it'll still have the disclaimer saying this is intended for mature audiences. Then you can click ahead. YouTube doesn't have that function.
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough. Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not? A skirt? Guess we're playing hunt the hare, not hide and seek.
Oh boy.
Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners. Shame. Could have kept her shoes on.
Okay, Geralt, we're kind of learning things about you.
Now, where's that Cinderella gone to?
All right. Nope.
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me. But I'll think of something.
What, Archer? I think I have to mute this too, or else even the algorithm's going to be upset about that as well. Yep. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening.
Constellation in Zeracania?
All right, they're done.
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. Bit indecent, actually.
She's still in her
And I'll whisper it in your ear.
negligee, so I'm not putting it back yet. All right.
Kira, where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle, the tower.
Where are my shoes?
Heard of the Vryhead Brigade?
Yeah, so again, I don't know. Like I said, part of the problem with YouTube is like, is Google likes to think that they're pretty good with the AI, but obviously with Chat GPT and other things, they're not so hot. And I think the biggest example of where Google's AI or propensity is failing is with the YouTube algorithm. So, well, that is... Wait, 3 AI systems? What are the other ones? There's Chat GPT, which is probably the most well-known one, right? What are the other ones?
A light. Top floor of the tower. So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking.
I
How
thought
you feeling? Sleep well?
Chat GPT is the Bing one. Oh, Pope. Oh, wait, Pope, you're referring to that one? Oh, Pope, I remember I think you're referring to the one that came out like a while ago, where like within like what, a couple of days, the AI became a virulent racist after being open to the public for like a couple days. Is that the one you're referring to?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important.
It was like 2
work
days.
on tragic
They had to
deaths
turn it
unfold.
off. It's like, this is why we can't have nice things. It's because of the internet.
I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much?
Don't do it, Kira.
Why, he might even consider
Radovid is a madman.
associations with the lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going
Rude.
to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later.
Oh, really? Okay.
you understand?
I have no idea about
I
that
don't
one.
have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option.
What was the other one I was thinking about too? Was what you were saying about the internet?
As long as you don't
There's
off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you.
the SCOTUS thing with the internet is
Clean sheets.
It's a long
interesting.
way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
Well, I understand. I know what the case is. It's about the surviving family members suing Google, because the argument was that because YouTube's algorithm filtered like terrorist videos to a person, that person ended up like killing their child or their family member, and so they're suing Google as a result of that. But obviously, that's just the main plaintiff of the case. The ramifications of the case can go far beyond that, because if it opens up Google to liability in that way, it could open it up in liability for a lot of other ways.
Yeah, kinda. So before I go, I'll need you to hand me those notes.
What's my over-under the decision?
Right, take them already.
It's difficult. Like,
Farewell, Geralt. Or rather, see you soon.
it will depend on how the court interprets 230. I do know that the two legislators, both a Republican and a Democrat, the two authors of Section 230 actually filed friend of the court briefs. I mean, for me, I think there is a fairly strong case you can make. There is a case that you can make that could say that, hey, Google, you're responsible. No, don't talk to me, Google. Or at least you have some culpability here. I don't know. It really will depend on how the court's going to interpret the case. They would need to thread the needle very much to avoid making the decision far more impactful than it necessarily needs to be. I don't know.
She told me.
I asked her, how do I get my lush to use this ad? How? So she gives me.
Yeah, I can't call it, to be honest. I think it can go either way. Or at least there's a lot of directions it could go. I couldn't speculate. too much on it. I have to go remind myself of the exact circumstances of the case, because the way I described it from memory, I feel like, I don't know, my initial thing is like, I don't see how Google could be liable for it, like, or at least the extensions, you know, the degrees of separation between YouTube's algorithm and the perpetrator of the terrorist attack seem removed enough to where I have to wonder about the liability. But I think there's more to it than that I can't recall. Well, that's the other thing too. Like, if they actually can, if they do find that YouTube can be held liable, then it would have a serious ramifications as to how all of these social media and content providers work in terms of their in terms of feeding content to consumers. Because if the challenge is that the curated, the simple act of recommending these videos, that in and of itself made YouTube liable, then it would completely wipe out any notion of like recommendations, recommended videos, and other recommendations. Like imagine signing off of YouTube and seeing what's on your front page, and that's it, and that's all you'd have to see. And if you were looking for something else, you'd have to go find you have to go look for it. But I mean, would it really be that bad? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot to unpack in that, and I'm not gonna dig too further on it until I get a better sense of what's going on.
Why the devil are there witch hunters here to start with? They didn't ride from Novigrad to hang two blob-tits, did they?
I don't know, my lord. They say where they were headed?
Geralt! Good, you've arrived. Can't draw any meaning from this rabble's bawling. Perhaps they talk some sense after a few lashes. Well, spit it out.
Well, true.
Village in the swamp, Lord.
My other problem with YouTube, and I was saying this when what's her face and Susan announced her stepping down, is like YouTube is I want to say the word, but YouTube is getting I feel like YouTube is just beholden to the advertisers, so much so that it's getting kind of ridiculous. I guess, yeah, greedy. And by greedy, I mean they're so beholden to advertisers that they don't want to offend any of their sensibilities, that any potentially, possibly, gasping content will be instantly flagged and marked down. Because the problem that for me is I don't necessarily care about me getting the yellow $sign on my live streams, because whatever disposable income I get isn't from ad rev, it's from you guys as my supporters. But getting that yellow $sign, which means that my videos are either getting limited or no ads, it does more than just cut the ad revenue. It actually like cuts me out from being recommended to people. And that actually kind of kills me more than whatever 5 cents I get from a live stream's ad rev.
Asking after a mother, Constant.
Alas, we must go there at once, Geralt.
Agreed.
Okay. All in. With the swamp to cross and those cursed crowns to hunt down.
pox-ridden air from out of brain rot peasants. Crowns, fuckmen. What will these hayseeds think of next?
The crones exist. You'll know that soon enough.
Right. More likely some mad old wenches making mincemeat of peasant minds. Likely Anna agreed to stay with them, care for them out of the kindness of her heart. Good as gold. Always.
See you later, Pope.
Water hanks. Where's a horror like that come from? A wench that's had too much hooch turns into that. So next time you think to give a woman booze, don't. Better off drinking it down yourself.
Witcher, why are you here?
Tell you later.
There we go.
Witcher, change your mind. How much did my father pay you?
Don't think you have anything to fear. Brought your new friends with you.
I have no fear, for the eternal fire protects me.
Won't need to protect you from me.
Tamara, dear daughter, you return after all. Come, don't deny me this embrace.
Stay away from me. I've come for Mother. Unlike you, I'll not see her rot in this swamp.
Why the hell do you think I'm here? To take her home?
Oh, you'll do no such thing. You'll not lay a finger on her. Never. I'll not let you.
You've a right to be cross. I was not the best husband, the best father, I know. But I've changed. Ask anyone. Geralt, come, tell her.
Your father, he wants to find his wife, your mother. Really?
He pay you much to be his yes man.
Verily I say unto you that ire and vehemence can lead to naught but one's downfall.
Who the bloody hell is this?
And who are you to ask so crudely?
This is my commander.
And that should be of no concern to a drunken swine.
Tamara, you stand with their kind now. Perhaps you'd have them torture and hang your own father.
You're not my father, and I care not a bit what befalls you.
I remind you, we've a matter to resolve here. Witcher, will you help us?
Wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
Yeah, y'all missed the entire side quest. Again, I'll say it again, and I'll say it. I said it before, and I'll say it again. The Baron's side quest, Family Matters, is probably one of the best written side quests in modern gaming. Like with all of the themes and the issues and navigating through all of it, I think is pretty masterful. By CD Projekt Red.
Notion of what else to expect in this cursed place.
No time to lose. Crones could return any minute.
I mean, Deacon. I mean, I can go through the list. You know, domestic violence, cheating, PTSD, alcoholism. Yeah, the whole gambit.
You already
abortion.
Because we're still alive.
Search the village.
Miscarriage. Like the annals of you know, of a he said she said when it comes to, you know, DV incidences, like who's at fault, who's more at fault. The emotions and the well-being of the children involved. Yeah, there's just a lot to go involved here.
Over here!
Boy, get back, stinky head. Gingerbread loaf, freshly baked and hot.
Mother.
Clean as a whistle, fresh as a daisy. Go on, whip me. I made it too little. I nibbled it, but just to see if it's firm. But it's fresh, so take pity.
Oh, Mother.
Take pity. But I pleaded. I begged.
Mother, it's me. Do you recognize me? What's happened to her?
I said I'd do it all. Give it here. I'll scrub it again. Scrub it clean.
Mother!
Trauma.
Something's coming.
And
get ready.
What trauma can do to a person.
What was that?
Wolves? Perhaps.
Didn't sound like wolves.
Because it wasn't. Get ready.
No escape.
You'll spoil our feast.
I mean, and I think what I like the best is that it doesn't necessarily portray everybody as being completely innocent, except maybe the daughter. I think she's probably the most innocent one out of here. Because I think, like, because you see, like, the Baron, right? Baron's a complete asshat in the sense of he's a complete drunkard. He admitted to, smacking the wife around.
Wolves? Perhaps. Didn't sound like wolves.
Because it wasn't.
He's prone to anger, but we also talk about how he's, you know, a war veteran, and a lot of the things that he saw while a soldier drove him to the drink. Well, what I'm saying is, like, he went to war, saw what he saw, drove him to drinking, which left him in a complete stupor, then finds out that his wife cheated on him and left him for somebody else. So, and that's what started everything. Brought her back. brought her back, but not before killing the lover. And then allegedly that's when the abuse started. So obviously there's a lot going on here, but there's also, you know, wife isn't exactly the most perfect innocent human being either, because eventually they started poking at each other. The way the Baron described it, he says like she always knew what to say or what to say to jab at me to instigate it. I'm not calling that necessarily an excuse, but I also see where I can see where he's coming from, where somebody who's in a position like that will do things. If they don't like you, they're gonna do things to get you to push your buttons. So obviously the environment that they're in is not actually good at all. But at the same time, you say that like, oh, absolutely, he didn't want to let her go, and that got on her nerves. But at the same time, you also see that in how the Baron acts, he's not a complete and total monster. You find out that he was literally the only thing preventing his henchmen from ransacking the populace around him. He treated Ciri and the other girl like perfectly fine. He's absolutely, you know, just and hospitable to people. It's just while on the outside he seemed okay, it's obvious that his home life was a complete and total disaster. And that's what I liked about the writing. It doesn't make one person completely immoral or completely unforgivable. There's a lot of back and forth. And that's, again, why I really enjoyed the side quest. And it still allows you as the player, for you to be able to decide, does the Baron deserve any level of forgiveness? Do I think has he earned his a potential at forgiving himself or at a second chance? You are allowed as a player to decide that. I think I hate quoting Kotaku. I really don't, because I think it's a complete rag of a media piece. But they did actually have if you look for it, they do actually have an interview with the story writers for this side quest about this side quest specifically, and it's actually really interesting. Got him. Finally.
We'll deal with the witches.
Wait, is she dead? Uh-oh.
What was that? Looked a fiend to me.
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close. Sent the beast for Anna.
Those damned witches! When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied? Enough! I'm taking her away.
She's my wife. She'll return home with me. You're welcome to come with us if you wish.
Don't touch her. We leave this cursed place now.
She's sick, weakened. Where would you take her in this state, Oxenfurt? It would mean her death.
I know how to care for my mother.
She's not a rag doll to be ripped from hand to hand. Let her decide.
Aye.
She's not really in a position to decide anything right now.
Deciding anything just now.
A dark spell, it must be. Help her, Witcher. I beg you.
No.
Before we do anything, we've got...
I'll not go anywhere until...
It's not... See, that's the funny... That's, again, par for the course. It's not everything, even in this dark fantasy world. Sometimes what causes somebody to lose themselves is a lot more grounded than magic.
This is no dark spell, I'm afraid.
Well, what is it then?
She's been through a lot. Lost a child, was carried off by a fiend, lived in the crone's village taking care of children who are now gone. It's left its mark, as it would on anyone.
So it's hopeless. You can't help her. She's to be like this.
I'm sorry.
I know a hermit, a very wise man with a gift for healing. Met him some time past. Lives in the Blue Mountains. I shall take her there.
Might be worth a shot.
I shall go with you.
That's impossible, sadly.
Why?
You have duties. Duties deriving from your commitment to the Church of the Eternal Fire. Once we finish our work in Velen, we return to Oxenfurt.
You said you'd save my mother.
And I kept my word. Your father can care for her now.
He care? You know him. You know what he did to her.
She's joined in with the church, and so she has duties with the church.
Remorse for his sins. He will care for her, and you've a new life and new duties to the Eternal Fire.
Fear not. All will be well. I will not touch drink. I will find the hermit. And once she is herself again, we will find you.
Swear it.
You have my word, child.
This is honestly the only chance they really have if she's going to be able to get her mental health back in order, at least in this universe.
Witchers were made to kill monsters. It doesn't matter who posted the notice. The coin has to be right. That's all. Witchers don't debate. Their conscience plays no part. They just get on with it, then pick up the coin pouch tossed at their feet and set off on their way. Folk don't expect witchers to save them from themselves.
Like, the reason I tend to choose this path, I've seen both paths.
Thank you, Witcher.
I see what happens at the end.
Eternal Fire guide and protect you.
But the reason I choose this path is because I guess based on how I see things, based on how I interact with the Baron,
You were right.
I think that the Baron, realizes what he did, knows what he did, and I feel like there were signs that he was willing to change himself and change his ways. So that's why I tend to lean on this pathway.
The eternal flame will burn away our sins.
We don't. And then that's the thing. That's the other beauty of it. We'll never know. We just have to hope.
So bored I can spew.
Also true.
So, what's it to be? Gonna tell us where you're going?
And now you see what happens here.
Where's your gold?
And now you see, now you're seeing again, this kind of goes to show you that the Baron did have a moral compass. And it's kind of obvious that it's, you know, the demon drink and PTSD of being a veteran that kind of was the large catalyst for his bad behavior. Because as you see, now that he's gone, the Baron's henchmen are running amok.
You can tell us willingly, or...
No, please. We've none left. Sir, help us.
Stay out of this.
Leave them alone.
What's it to you?
Won't stand by and watch you rob and murder them. Plain refuse to.
Got a sensitive one? Look away, woman. Still here. Oi! Get him!
All right.
You'll never learn.
Thank you, sir. I don't know who you are, but thank you. You slaughtered us like swine. Welcome to our shit.
Greetings.
Yeah?
Heard you have a problem. A monster you call a shrieker.
Aye. Prowls about, it does. Snatches cows and goats mostly, but it won't scorn a man if it runs into one. Borzoi, huntsman under the old...
All right. I think
He said
I'm going to have to stop here. I got to feed Archer.
Hi, Tom.
He's sitting right next to me and meowing.
Borzoi's son Simcoe does. Saw the aura with his own eyes. But you might...
Geralt's level? Probably never.
Still more...
I don't think Danny's into me having
Let's see. Where'll I find him?
having too long of a beard. As a matter of fact, I actually got to shave it tonight.
Passed long ago.
All right. All right. Shut up. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll keep at it. But thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah. All right. Take care.